Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Mike Freeland coming back with a new video. Yeah, a new video, guys. This video is for those of you that still do Forex trading. This is not a binary option strategy. As a matter of fact, this is one of two of my favorite Forex strategies, period. Let me start off by saying right now, with this strategy, you don't have to watch the markets. You don't have to do all of the traditional things that you would do before normally getting in a trade. Probably the only thing you would want to do is just check uh, what you normally check, the news and things, just to make sure that a particular pair isn't having like a holiday or some major uh, upsetting news. Other than that, this particular strategy is so simple. What I tell you guys, like I would do all the time, is practice it first in your demo until you get a good feel for it. But this strategy is almost a set it and forget it type strategy. Now, the name of the strategy is actually called the 2 o'clock candle. Now, I had this strategy on before, and I had it where it was private, and I was actually giving it away at one point. But now I'm going to make it public because I just love helping people, and if they want to compensate me for that, then great. But I really just love helping people. So, with that being said, let's get started because I'm going to do this strategy tonight, and then I'm going to do another strategy tomorrow night, which will be Friday the 18th, to carry you guys through the weekend. And so you'll be ready to try it in your demo on next week. So anyway, again, like I said, it's called the 2 o'clock strategy. Now this is literally 2 o'clock in the morning, okay, when the London session starts. So the first thing you want to do, guys, is you see down here, I'm on UTC New York time. Now that's when I do my day trading, but for this, I want to go to just UTC time. Okay? Now, when you go UTC time, what you want to do is just simply find the candle that is the 2 o'clock in the morning candle. Okay? Alright, so let's find the 2 o'clock candle. Make sure that we are there. There's your 2 o'clock candle. You see that down the bottom? Now, if I go back any further, you see it turns to the double digits. So you know that you're in the AM when you get 24 and 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And what you want to do is you simply want to take a horizontal ray, and you want to block off, or what I like to call cop off, that 2 o'clock candle. Boom. Alright? You get the top, then you get the bottom. Okay? So, you have the 2 o'clock candle at the top and the bottom. Then you want to get the vertical ray, and you just want to put it right in the middle. And now you know you have that candle totally blocked off. Alright? So here's the trick to the trade, guys. Very easy to remember. That's the setup right there. And this is live right now, okay? You can see over here, it's still counting and it's on the hour time frame. Here's the do's and don'ts. Number one, you don't want to trade any candles on the inside of these two yellow candles, or of this box, because now you can consider it a box. Okay? Let me remove this one, because this was for the other. So there you go. Now we got the 2 o'clock candle on UTC time. Okay? As a matter of fact, as I just look down, let's move it over to, I was trying to do something else. Let me just make sure. Let's push this back over because I took it a little too far back. We're going to bring it to the 2 o'clock current time. Whoops. Because I want you guys to see just how cool this is. And we'll bring this over to 2 o'clock. As you see where I am, down here it says it's 2 o'clock. So that was this morning. Alright, now let me spread this out a little better so you can see it. That was this morning, okay? So again, anything in this box you do not want to trade. Now here's the cool part. If a candle closes outside the box, you can get in the trade. If this candle was going down, you could just do a sell, and because it closed outside that box, as you can see, the next candle went down, kind of bounced back up and went down. But currently, let's get the ruler out. And when this closed out of here, if you got into this trade, let's say right here, and you followed this even to right now, all right, you're looking at 60 pips. Okay, now what I go for normally is I shoot for about, I don't be greedy, 20, 22, maybe 25 pips. And then depending on my lot size, guys, as you know, you can get in and out of a trade. Now, this works on any pair that you use. And it also works on crypto as well. Now, of course, if you've ever traded crypto, you know crypto moves a lot faster, just like the S&P moves even faster. So you got to make sure that you got your account set right. So what I would suggest you do is, if you're used to trading over there, you're going to try this strategy. Do it on your currency first. All right. So this is still moving. This is live. This is going on right now. Yeah, this is going on right now. Let's see if I look again. So the next day is actually getting ready to come up, and because this is UTC time, you could get in right here. Now, if this was New York time, it would be different, but you could get in right here. Let's just shoot it to another one. I just want to show you that it works everywhere. Okay, I'm even going to move it up 16, 17. Let's go back to the 2 o'clock. And then I'm going to show you something else. Another thing to look for in this. Here's your 2 o'clock candle. As you can see, oops. Here's your 2 o'clock candle. Boom. You lock that one in. Then you want to get the other, and you want to lock that in. And make sure it's right on the tip. Okay? You want to make sure it's right on the tip. Now, the cool part about this one, guys, is the smaller the 2 o'clock candle is, the quicker you'll get into profit. Now, if one of these was the 2 o'clock, let's say, for example, you see how big that would be? And all of this, for the most part, you will be waiting out until it break out of the box. So my suggestion is, the smaller the 2 o'clock candle is, those are the particular trades you want to get in. Because as you can see, this 3 o'clock candle closed out of the box. And look at the next candle. The next candle alone. Oh, sorry, I gotta get my jazz back on. Sorry about that. The next candle alone, let's do this alone, is roughly, let me move it over here, it's gonna be 34 pips or so. That one candle, this candle here, after this closed outside the square, this candle here is 34 pips. You could get out the trade, and depending on what your lot size is and what you're trying to earn, you could go ahead on about your business. All right? But look, it comes back down. It breaks right through. Now, when it breaks through, as you can see, the way this closed out, if the next one did go down, but it did the reverse. And now it's going back up. So the closed outside of here, if you got in boom, boom, you still would be in the market. So I wouldn't have gotten in here, even though this closed outside. When you seen that this was coming down, then it started to reverse back up, I'd have jumped out quick because 9 times out of 10, it was going to break through the box. I mean, it could have went up and hit and come back down, but if you look back over the way this was a downtrend, then it started reversing anyway, so this is starting to be an uptrend. All right, let's look at another one. I'm just going through them. Okay, here's another one, just to show you that it works on all. Okay, this is 23. Let's see, 23. There we go, the 2 o'clock candle. Boom. This is beautiful, beautiful setup right here. 2 o'clock candle. Boom. Look how small that 2 o'clock candle is. Then, I didn't do this the last time, but you only use that line because what you're doing is you're looking at how it's blocked. Then nothing you trade in here. So look, here's your 2 o'clock candle. Boom. This closed outside. So if you waited for this to close down, look how it retraced, but it's still closed outside. Then you come right here. Let's see what this candle will give us. This candle is about 12 pips. Then it retraced. For those of you, you could have took the 12 pips and jumped out, but it retraced, it hit, and then it came all the way down to here, which was 33 pips, and now it's going back up. But this is probably going to do is retrace and continue down because the trend is a downtrend. Okay? Now that's not to say that it won't go back up, but the way that it's looking right now, this is a retracement, so it may continue to come down. But for all intents and purposes, this alone. This closed out in this candle right here, the second one after this closed outside the box. If you'd have got in on this candle right here again, this candle right, come on, move up, move up. Let me do it again. Whoops. Bear with me, guys, because there we go. That candle alone, yeah, about 12 or 13 pips. Actually 18, so you wouldn't be that far from 20 pips. Okay? So far, everyone that I've shown you, once you do this in your demo account and really look at it and get an understanding for it, you'll be rocking and rolling. This is, let's remove, because this is from an earlier trade a while ago. But here we go. That's what did we do? We get the horizontal ray. Okay, we get the horizontal ray. We go back and find the 3 o'clock candle. 2 o'clock. Why am I saying 3 o'clock? There's your 2 o'clock candle. Another nice small one. And then we box it in. And check that out. This closed outside. So the very next candle, just the next candle itself. Let me move over this way so you can see it. We'll move some more. The next candle, boom. That was 78 pips in this one candle. Remember, this closed out. You get in on the next candle. Because this closed out way outside of the box, okay, the next candle is going to continue to run before the retracement. So that one candle alone, you could have gotten your day's work and gone on about your business. Now, the only other thing, and I haven't come across one yet, let's say this candle closed in inside the box, but the next one started outside the box. If it starts outside the box, it has to be within 5 pips of this line. So let's say it would have to be the equivalent to about, that's 6, I probably won't be able to get it. Therefore, that's 5.5. But just to give you an idea, it would have to close within that 5 pips of that line and begin to come down. That's when you would want to get in if this candle closed inside the box, or the candle has to if the candle closes within 5 pips is what I'm trying to say. Hope I don't confuse you. Let's say this one closed inside and then the next candle closed within 5 pips of this line. Then the candle after that is what you want to get in. Because as you can see, if that would have happened here, this would have dropped down and you would continue to go on a downward trend. So that's another good one. But they all have been closing outside, starting inside the box but closing outside. So the very next candle, boom, you're able to jump right in. Let's look at another one. Go ahead and get my, let's find the 2 o'clock. There's another pretty short 2 o'clock candle, boom. Let's seal them off. Box them in. Now this one is a little tricky. Now this is the first little tricky one. Because this closed outside, the next candle, if you would get in, although it didn't go as long as the other ones, you know, it went up and then it came back down. But even on the come up side, if we would have did it, that would have been 10 pips. You could have got out with 10 pips because you see the retracement. Then it's played, whoops, let me take that off. It played across the line, then it came through. Now if you was going to wait on this, it came through. Then on this side, boom, it closed outside the line, and check it out. The very next candle started, and let's see how far down. Let me get that out of the way. Right there, that's 23 pips. From this candle here, that's 23 pips. Right here, you could have got out right here. Got your 20. See, this strategy, that you can take your chance to go more than 20, but in my opinion, this strategy is designed, if I can get you to 20 pips, based on your lot size, I've done my job. If you go 22, 23 pips and all of a sudden it retraces and shoots back up, not my fault, because this is set up, you know, to be to catch 20 pips and move on. Okay, and you would have got 23 there. Let's do one more for you. Let's try Bitcoin, just to show you it'll even work on Bitcoin. Okay, boom. All right, let's find 2 o'clock candle right here. Look at how small this 2 o'clock candle is. Now, you know, if you're used to Bitcoin, you know how Bitcoin rolls. Okay, you don't get here. It did close out, so you could have gotten in here, but you see the retracement. When I see it retrace like this, you know, I don't get too nervous because most of the time when it comes back up and hit this line, it's going to go down, which in fact it did. And so if you go up with the retracement, and even if you got in now, this might be just about that 5 pips. But if you got in here and coming down even to right here, look, boom, look at that. Tell me you wouldn't be in the money. And it's still coming down. I mean, it retraced a little bit, but tell me you wouldn't be in the money because it's still coming down. This strategy right here, guys, works on any currency pair. You try it in your demo account until you get used to it. As you can see, I just jumped on, you know, different ones. You guys try it. Let me know the success rate in the comments. And tomorrow night I will be doing another strategy that's just like this, but it's based on a weekly move. That for those that really say they don't have much time. And You guys let me know what you think. Hope this works. Try it in your demo. And let's go out there and make that money. It's Mike Freeland. You guys take care. Have a fantastic Thursday evening. And God bless.